Do you know the difference between a resolution and a habit? This year, I think we should focus on building new healthy habits rather than just focusing on the same old resolutions. Nerd alert, I do love the word resolution. As you know, I'm an English teacher because I love that it evokes the fact that we are going to resolve to make changes. But it has become such a culturally loaded word, especially in January. Let's give ourselves some grace this year, okay? Habits, on the other hand, are things that you can do every single day that are simple and add up over time. Habits are the most important element of change because you are what you repeatedly do. I'm going to say that again because some of us need to hear it more than once, like I did the first time I heard it. You are what you repeatedly do. Let that sink in. The habits that you do every day create a long-lasting change over time. Don't underestimate that because something is small, that it's insignificant, compounded over length. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 simple habits that you can build into your life regularly to design the life of your dreams. And you can start today. For more tips about how to live your best life, weight loss, my love of Disney, all the things, please make sure you are subscribed here. That would mean the world to me. Of course, one of my goals or one of my habits is to show up here each and every week for you. So I would be so grateful if you would subscribe, if you would hit that little notification bell so that you get our pixie dust in your YouTube feed each and every week. Thank you so much. For the past 6 years, I've built a life that I've journaled and vision boarded through small but intentional habits. This year, I'm going to work more on habit stacking. I will go into that later. But let's jump into the 5 that I talked about earlier. Number 1, begin every single day with gratitude. I know you've heard me talk about this. Gratitude is a mindset habit that will help you feel joy, search for the good in your every single day, and my favorite part is that it causes me to recognize the abundance that already exists in my life. I begin each and every day with at least 5 things that I am grateful for that happened within the past 24 hours. My rule is that they cannot be huge things like, I'm happy to have woken up here on Earth. That's too big. Let me give you some examples. I'm going to read to you out of my journal from this morning. Today, I am grateful for polar plunging with Callie. That's something we did yesterday to celebrate the new year. We both jumped into the ocean. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen that post. A hair wash day. I have new conditioner and it smells so nice. Cashmere socks from my mom. I'm wearing them right now. They are very fuzzy and soft and keep my feet super warm. Sleeping in. Callie slept until almost 8 a.m., which means I slept until almost 8 a.m. And fresh OJ, because I got a citrus squeezer for Christmas and I made mimosas with fresh blood orange juice yesterday. Delightful. Do you see what I mean by small things? You can do this either in a physical notebook like I like to do, or you could do this digitally in your notes app. It doesn't matter where you do it. It can be on Post-it notes. It doesn't need anything fancy, and it's something you can start doing today. Oh, and I also saw on Instagram, a family that I follow, they're going to do a gratitude jar as a family. So they have a mason jar, and at the end of every day, probably around dinner time, together they're going to come up with something they're grateful for that day, fold it up onto a sticky note and put it in the jar, and then on the next New Year's Eve, they are going to read 364 good things that happened to them throughout the course of the year. I think that is a beautiful way to make memories with your family. Gratitude journaling has literally changed my life. Every day I actively look for the good things that are happening either to or around me, and then I mentally log them for the next day. So I am actively seeking out joy and abundance. It just keeps me in a mood of appreciation. One of the ways that I habit stack gratitude is while I'm meditating in the morning, and that's not necessarily a habit I would recommend for everyone, but if you have 2 or 3 minutes and you're open to it, bonus tip, meditation has helped with my anxiety quite a bit. But when I'm meditating, I focus on meditating on gratitude. Habit stacking is when you have an existing habit and you add one on top of it, or during something you routinely do, you add a habit to it. So I just gave you my meditation gratitude habit stack that I'm working on, but one that's another easy example is when I'm brushing my teeth, a healthy habit you should do at least twice a day, I mentally visualize or I script either what I want that day to be or 5 years to 10 years into the future. So twice a day, I'm getting like 6 to 7 minutes of just visualization, which I think is good for me and my goals as well. Over quarantine, this is very personal. It's probably too much information, but we're all about honesty here. Every time I went to the bathroom, I would do 10 push-ups afterwards. So I was habit stacking something I would do routinely and then adding a solid, strong habit on top of it before I washed my hands. Just a thought. Does that make sense? Does that description of habit stacking make sense? I hope so. Okay, habit number 2 is going to be obvious. Every single list or person you've ever heard talk about habits is going to tell you to drink the dang water. I know, boo, boring. But let me tell you what increasing my water consumption has done for me. So as you know, I've been on a weight loss journey, right? If you're new here, hello, I've had weight loss surgery and it's been 2 years since then, but it has helped me maintain my weight loss. And if one of your resolutions this year happens to be weight loss related or muscle building related, then drinking water can aid you in doing those. Drinking water has also prevented headaches for me for about a year. I haven't taken Tylenol since I had my wisdom teeth out last February, so it's been almost a solid year. I wasn't taking Tylenol due to dehydration. I was taking it because I'm a 36-year-old woman who needed her wisdom teeth taken out, and there's some pain there. Regular water consumption has also helped the glowiness of my complexion. I tend to be somebody who runs really oily in the summer and super dry in the winter, like crevasse cracked skin dry. And when I started drinking more water, my skin felt better. Like it actually feels better. And it's anti-aging. And of course, water removes toxins and impurities from your system so that you generally feel better from the inside out. I am sure there are 1,000 plus more good things that water does for you, but these are the ones that have helped in my life. My goal is to drink half my body weight in ounces of water every day, and I achieve this habit through an obnoxiously large water bottle that I found on Amazon and will link in the description box for you. I love that it has the times on it for me because I am a goal-oriented person. I don't allow myself any other beverage, be it juice, champagne, rosé, etc., until I've met my goal for the day. Habit number 3 may be a controversial one depending on your views on Eastern versus Western medicine. But I believe this has changed my life significantly, and for me, it was seeing a chiropractor. You can insert whatever specialist here that you would like. A therapist, a massage therapist, an acupuncturist, whatever that person or role may be. We all have pain, whether it be physical or emotional, that we tend to push off to the side in the effort of helping others. We write them off as unnecessary because your pain only flares up on certain occasions, or it's intermittent, or it's no big deal, it's just because we're aging. Wouldn't you like to release that pain this year regardless of the type that it is? You know I believe in therapy. Shout out Anne, #1 therapist. I often share her words of wisdom in my weekly love letter to you. You get to hear from Anne a lot just coming through my words. I also believe in giving my body the best chance to heal itself. And very personally, that pain for me comes in the form of my hips and my lower back due to a lifetime of uneven hips and the trauma of a beautiful but long birth with Callie. My chiropractor's name is Dr. Bob. I see him twice a month, as I have for the past 3 years, and that has helped me release some of my physical pain, but I will also say that it helps my body stay healthy. I get colds less. I'm still an adult who gets ear infections, so when I feel one coming, if I get an alignment in time, it can prevent that from turning into a full-blown infection. It keeps my digestive system intact. It's all the good things. So whatever specialist or doctor that you have been pushing off, you need to make it a habit to take care of yourself too this year. Will you tell me what a habit is that you do every single day that you think helps you? One of my favorites that I just read about was from someone who isn't into organization and cleaning, like I am. And they said for themselves, they set a cleaning timer 10 minutes every single day, and that's it. So they tackle one small project a day. I thought that was brilliant. Let's talk about skincare. For habit number 4, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that if you are a similar age to me, sister, it's time. We have to take care of our largest organ. Now, a skincare routine doesn't have to cost $1,000 despite what's being pushed to you on social media, and it doesn't need to come with a 15-step kit with so many products that you'll be overwhelmed, they'll be costly, and you won't use them. Here's what I mean by a skincare routine, and this is of course going to be subjective to your skin. What I do mean here is that we should be washing our faces twice a day, morning and night, with lukewarm, not scalding hot, lukewarm water and a gentle cleanser. In the evenings, maybe your skin, like mine, needs some added hydration, or perhaps it needs some anti-aging products. And in the mornings, you need SPF. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter if you're going outside. It doesn't matter the season. Your skin needs SPF. Trust me, and you can thank me in 30 years. Neglecting your skin isn't just about wrinkles that we're trying to avoid. It can impact your confidence, and like I said, it is your body's largest organ. So if your skin is unhealthy, it's likely that there are lurking problems underneath. Don't forget about your necks and the back of your hands. And tip number 5 is to celebrate the joy and magic in every single day. I know that sounds cliche, but hear me out. Every single day has a win. Did you get out of bed when your alarm went off without hitting snooze? That's a win. Did your child scrape their dinner plate clean because they loved a recipe you made? That's a win. Did you not respond to an unprofessional email or colleague's negative reaction? That's a win. These are all little victories that take place every single day. Our lives are not just amazing Disney vacations and the major milestones like buying your dream home or your dream car. Our lives are made up of these little moments every single day that often go underappreciated and uncelebrated that could hold a joy bubble for you. I think you should start celebrating your victories on a daily basis. Wouldn't that be a fun list to keep? If you want more details on my goal setting process or my weight loss journey, I will make sure that both of those playlists are linked below, and I'll put the goals one up here as well. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this video helps you kick off 2022 with a wonderful attitude of all of the good that's coming your way. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you'd like. I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye, everybody. And I wasn't taking Tylenol due to water headaches. I was taking it water headaches.